Today we're going to talk about 3 mistakes to avoid when making your adoptive profile. Hi, we haven't met. I am Stephanie A. and I'm founder and executive director here at Adoption and Beyond, also an adoptive mama. And here at Adoption and Beyond, we help hopeful and expecting adoptive parents make an adoption plan together in the best interest of the child. So the 3 mistakes that you want to avoid when doing your profile. Before I get into those, I'm first going to tell you what an adoptive profile is. An adoptive profile is a tool that the expecting moms will look at to help them decide what family they would like to have a match meeting with. And so this is your first introduction tool. And whether you take the time to really put the effort into this is really going to show to an expecting mom, because if you don't take the time to put in the effort in doing your profile, that's really going to tell the mama a lot about your family, and she may not move forward because she doesn't think that you're going to take this adoption process seriously, because adoption is not just an event, it's a journey, and it's a lifelong journey, and she wants a family that's prepared for that, and that's really going to shine through in the very first step that you do when working with an expecting mom, which is creating your profile. Okay, so let's start with number 1. And this comes from being adoption educated. Avoid any negative adoption language. And you can Google that right now and find positive adoption language and negative adoption language, and steer away from the negative adoption language. And I'll link to a document I'll have down below that gives you some positive adoption terminology. So education is really important before you even get to your profile, so that way you know how to best address the expecting mom and introduce your family to her. Number 2 is don't make your profile cluttered. It's really important that you have clean, simple, minimalist approach to your profile, and just give the information in a most well-organized fashion. And that means don't cluttering or cramming too many photos into a page, for example. Make sure you use really high quality photos and make sure everything's not jumbled on the page, and you keep it clean and simple is the best advice that I have. And number 3 is avoid using too many words in your profile. Now, it's really important that you use words to caption your photos and describe your photos, and give text to describe about who you are as a family. But please hear me. Do not write a Dear Birth Mother letter. That is so archaic and so out of date. And quite frankly, moms really don't read it. I mean, they're being presented with some agencies, they're being presented up to 100 profiles, and they're not going to want to read all that text. They just want to be able to take a quick glance and see your photos and see a little bit text about who you are. So you want to be sure that you really kind of tell your story through your photos, because that is going to be what she looks at first before she even dives into any of the text in your adoption profile book. Here at Adoption and Beyond, when you work with us for your services, particularly of joining our program or joining our signature course, we're going to hire someone to do the profile for you. So we're going to take that off your plate. So we're going to make it as easy on you as possible. They'll have guidelines telling you exactly what you need to write, and writing prompts, also what photos to include, and then they're going to take it and they're going to design it for you. So we make this process as easy as possible on you when you work with Adoption and Beyond, but you still have to know these key mistakes to avoid when creating your profile, because there is still a lot of work that you have to do on your end to get the materials off to your adoption profile professional. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.